Now, besides being used as a trim object for our models, we can also use curves to create something called surface strips. You can see that right here. And the surface strips are very useful when it comes to actually continuing the modeling process after you freeze out your model. You can do a lot with adding additional surface details with the standard modeling tools, or even add surface breaks to materials on your surface. So let me show you how that works real quick. So I'm going to take both of these curves. I'm just going to untrim them, or remove their trim function. And let's just start with this, this one at top, number 1. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to click this guy right here, and you can see right away it created a little edge, but it didn't cut out my model. So they created what they call as a surface strip. And let's go ahead and change the size on that. So if we go to the curve item, the item we're using as our surface strip object, and go down to the properties where it says surface strip absolute width, let me expand that out so you can see that, is set to 1 millimeter. And let's go ahead and change that. Let's just dial that up a bit here. And there we go. Now we have this strip, which when we freeze our object will be a selectable item. Now, right now, the strip has 6 rows in it. Generally, I like to cut that down to 1 or 2. And you can see it simplifies the model a great deal. All right. So let's try this guy now. Let's look at this one. And I'm going to do the same thing with that. Hold down that, shift click that, and I'm going to apply this guy right here. And again, I'm going to go to the curve attributes, set that to 2, and the absolute width is right there. And we can see that that went all the way through, but unlike standard open-ended geometry, we can actually take this curve and just move it to one side so it doesn't completely cut across the entire model, and it still works just fine. You can see that strip only partially extends across the geometry and terminates where the end of the curve terminates.